The first libraries were for the most part a collection of published records, also called archives. Archaeological findings from ancient city-state of Sumer have revealed temple rooms full of clay tablets. These archives were made up almost completely of the records of commercial transactions or inventories, with only a few documents touching theological matters, historical records, or legends. Things were similar in the government and temple records on papyrus of ancient Egypt. The earliest discovered private archives were kept at Ugarit. Besides correspondence and inventories, texts of myths may have been practice texts for teaching new scribes. There is also evidence of libraries at Nippur about 1900 BC and those at Nineveh about 700 BC, showing a library classification system. Collections made up of non-fiction and fiction books instead of only state records appeared in personal or private libraries in classical Greece in the 5th century BC. Today's private libraries vary from small personal home collections to extensive or specialized collections in large institutions. A subscription library or membership library is a library that is supported by private funds raised by membership fees or endowments. Unlike a public library, access is often restricted to those who are members or who can provide evidence that they need to consult the library's collections for advanced study or research. Part public, part private, these libraries enjoyed a lot of popularity from the late 17th to 19th centuries. Many of them were set up by associations of scholarly professional groups for the benefit of academies, colleges, and institutions, but their membership was also open to the general public. Some of them are still in existence today. Two of the most famous subscription libraries are the Library Company of Philadelphia, which was founded by Benjamin Franklin in 1731, and the Boston Athenaeum, founded in 1807.
In 1731, Ben Franklin and a group of members of a philosophical association formed the Library Company of Philadelphia when they realized that together they could purchase more books. They each invested 40 shillings. Today the library is free to the public, but is still supported by its shareholders.
Founded in 1807, the Boston Athenaeum was created combining the advantages of a public library and containing the great works of learning and science in all languages. Visitor Bob Oakes talks about his visit.
Hi, this is Bob Oakes. When I visited the Boston Athenaeum to view their exhibit, Acquired Tastes, I wondered what my favorite piece would be. Maybe the library's copy of the Emancipation Proclamation, or maybe a painting by Mather Brown, or maybe a piece of sculpture. After exploring the exhibit on my own, I thought I'd ask the curators about their favorite pieces.
I'm standing in front of a chalice veil, which is Italian, probably from the 18th century, and it represents quite a large collection of textiles at the Boston Athenaeum.
I want to point out one of the great bindings in this exhibition. It's by the Royal Heads Binder. It was done in London in 1665. It's called Royal Heads Binder because worked into the design of the tooling on both covers are profile heads of King Charles II.
With the creation of free public libraries in the 19th century, most of the subscription libraries were replaced or taken over. However, subscription libraries still in existence and private libraries are treasured by those who use them.